You
It's
can't
okay.
imagine.
Welcome to Face to Face, and today we're going to go to Chile. We're going to talk politics. We are with Thomas Hirsch, who has been re-elected deputy to the Congress in Chile, and he's going to talk to us about the campaign, about the runoff, about this candidate who has been running offline, online, and who is not even in Chile itself. With lot of good stuff. So welcome to Face, Thomas. And let me tell you, then you are the top guest to Face. I think it's the third time, no, now.
Hello, David. Thank you very much for the invitation. Yes, I think this is the third time or even the fourth time because I've been in New York once.
Ah, that's
We did
true.
the we,
In
we did the
studio.
program
That's right.
online.
So how's the campaign? That was crazy, no? I saw you running up and down everywhere on the street and every day and like 24/7, more or less, no?
Well, it's a very weird situation, the one we are facing here in Chile. You know, it's a paradox situation, as I call it. We had these strong mobilizations 2 years ago. We call it el estallido, uh, in which more than 2 or 3 million people went out to the streets in order to change the structural issues, economical, political, social issues. And since then, we are started to write a new constitution
Yeah,
for the first time in the world, a constitution in parity, a constitution with the participation of the
yeah.
indigenous people. And now we face presidential elections in which we all supposes that the this world that want this change is going to win by far. And at the end, it didn't happen. I mean, the right wing, the very right wing, the Trumpism, the Bolsonarism won the election, at least the first, how you say, the first,
Yeah, the first candidate, yeah.
you
Is
know,
on
but
the
we have a second election in one
ah, it's
month.
a runoff, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, the second term.
yeah.
So we are facing now a very complicated situation. In a personal situation, I won my re-election and with a very good.
I know. Congratulations. That's what I
Yeah, it
say.
was the result was very good. I mean,
Yeah.
as you know, we are in the most complicated district in Chile.
Yeah.
I am the only one who are the only. I am the only member of the parliament on the opposition with 5 members from the far right wing parties.
On your
So it's a
district.
very complicated district, but we won and with a very good number of votes, and we grew very well. But as a national situation, we are facing a very complicated situation because the Senate and the lower house both are going to be exactly in
Wow.
how you say empate.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So the campaign. So the runoff. How does the runoff look? And then we go to the constitution because I think it's very interesting process. And if you have 1 minute about this guy who was candidate and who ran from the US, I mean that's really a new world here.
what can I say, David? Nobody understand really what happened. I mean, how is possible that a guy who is in the United States, who must face the justice when he arrives to Chile, because he never paid how you I know how you call it in English, but for his children,
Allogamy.
the uh,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
so so he's staying there. He's a fugitive of the justice in Chile, and even though he got 13% of the votes, 1 million votes, mainly from people in a very low class with a very basic education, people that believe in the promises he's giving. He's a very he talks
No,
in a
no, but
very simple
Thomas,
way.
I think it's very interesting. I think it's something about the future here. Then it's not too much about the guy, but about the technique. Then the virtual world is as concrete for people as when you are on the street talking to them. So I think
Yeah,
it's
but we have to say, at the beginning we said, oh, how is this possible? This guy is in the United States,
yeah,
and he got 1 million votes.
yeah,
And he did his campaign mainly 99% through YouTube. That was his way. But we have to say that he has a part in Chile, and they have been doing a very strong campaign.
okay.
In fact, they got 6 or 7 members in the parliament.
Wow.
All of them coming from very weird movements and groups. They are very strange.
Okay.
But they won. So
Yeah.
it's not only through the net, but
Okay.
also they were present in the neighborhoods.
Perfect. So now, how's the runoff look like? I mean, and what type of work does the left have to do to really crunch a number and be able to get to the promised land?
It's very interesting what we're facing, because in the left we always talk about the long image, the country we want, where do we go, and so on. But the people here, they want to know what is going to happen tomorrow. And there are some issues that usually are not talking by us, by the left, but they are captive of the right.
Yeah.
Security,
yeah,
immigration, instability, economical instability,
taxes, usually
taxes and so on.
Yeah.
So what we're doing now, and we move very strong because we have proposals in that direction. In all those issues, we have very good proposals, but usually we don't talk about those. We talk about animalism, about the environment, about many other issues, feminism, diversity, and so on. We need to talk about the problems people are facing today in their neighborhoods. The problem of immigration is a real problem. We need to give different proposals than this fascist guy is giving, of course, but we need to give answers. We need to give answers in relation with the security, daily security, narco traffic, what we're going to do against narco traffic that is completely inserted in the poor areas of the country.
Yeah.
So in the first week now, it's only Thursday.
Yeah.
In the first 4 or 5 days, we are taking out from our program, to show all the proposals we do have. We do believe that we need a police, for example. People think, they don't want a police. No, we do. We need a police, but a different type of police.
Yeah.
A police that is close to the people, a police that is not corrupted, a police that is not violating human rights, a police that is close to people who need them when the criminals are out there, respecting human rights. So we are talking about issues that normally we don't do it.
Okay. So and what is the story with Action Humaniste? It's a new structure, and I think that it was the first campaign for you with that structure. And how does the development? How do you see the humanist proposal there?
Well, we have had not too much time to look at the internal structure. All the energy was towards the street,
the outside,
and it's going to be the same in the next months. But I have to tell you that we have been growing very well, and we're very happy because of that. When we started Acción Humanista just 1.5 years ago, we were only the members who left the Humanist Party, 350 members or something like that. Now we have a lot of elected people, for example, city councilors that are not part of this old history, but are new people.
It's a new generation.
The same happened in our teams. I was elected, but we had more candidates. So now we are discussing. We are going to start the discussion in order to define if we are going to legalize ourselves as a party or not. We need to discuss that, because the Humanist Party is going to lose the legality because they didn't achieve the results you need to be a legal party.
So So now, and what? How do you see the situation with the far right, who has been growing more or less all over here? Well, I mean, in the US, we still have talking about Trump. We still are talking about the mask, no mask, the vaccine, the no vaccine. In Europe, I know it's a lot of protest, all of that. So how do you see at the humanist? What recommendation? How do we should look at the situation?
I think it's a very complicated situation because it's not only one country. As you say, it's a situation that is growing all over the world. Jose Antonio Cast, not only he is the son of a Nazi, because you don't choose your fathers. I mean, okay, but he is also very close to the Nazi ideas. His approach is very close to those very right-wing fascist way of being life. So we're facing the danger of going back with all the rights we have win in the last 7 years for diversity, for women, for the indigenous people, for the all elder people, for mainly for the diversity and for the women. I mean, and that is very, very complicated. I mean, what he has been proposing in the last 2 months really is scary. I mean, it's very scary. But why he got so much votes? Because he talks all the day about order, about stop delinquency. I mean, murders and all that. To go against the narco traffic. Nobody knows how he's going to do it, but those are very easy sentences. You say that he's very calm. He's sort of a cold man. So a lot of people who are facing problems, he say very simple that immigrants are the guilty ones of the economical problems that people are facing. It's not true. But it's very easy to believe that. It's very easy. If I say to you, David, is because of some immigrants that you are not having your job now in New York. Oh yeah, because you see a lot of immigrants every day, so it's very easy to see it and to find someone to make guilty of that.
Yeah.
And what he's been doing, and it's very dangerous.
Okay, so now to close, because we are running a little bit out of time, we want to talk about the constitution. What is the process? How does the renovation or the transformation or you have a very interesting committee who are working on it. How does it go? And what is the risk with this election about that constitution?
Well, that's why I say, David, that this is a very paradox moment, because at the same time that we are facing this danger of having a right-wing fascist in the presidency, the Convención Constitucional that is writing the new constitution is going on. Is working. Is in a completely autonomy process, and we hope there are not going to be any impediments to go on. We expect that in July next year they are going to present the script of the new constitution to the country in order to have the plebiscite to accept or to reject. Until now, we have a very strong majority there, and it should not change that. So this weird situation is that we expect we don't have, but we may have a right-wing party government, and at the same time a process of a very modern new constitution with a lot of rights, with a completely new conception of human rights, with a new economical model for the country. So we are going to face very complicated process in the next 2 years, unless what we expect that Gabriel Boric win the election. And having said all what I said in this interview, a little bit pessimist, I have to say that we are sure that we are going to win the election, probably by a very few votes. But what we see now in the last couple of days is something unbelievable. Hundreds of thousands of people calling us. I had received more than 2,000 WhatsApps or calls of people saying, what do you want me to do? I am here. I'm a volunteer. It's incredible what is happening in the last 48 hours.
Fantastic, Thomas. So just last word, it's yours, and then we go to close.
Just again to thank you, David, and Face to Face to have this opportunity to explain a little bit to our friends there in New York, in the United States, what is going on in this very special country. We are facing a very important moment, not only for Chile, but for the world, because this was the country in which neoliberalism was developed and was export to all the world. So now we have the opportunity to give a completely different signal to Chile and to the world. And that's what we're working for.
Thank you so much, Thomas. Thank you, and good luck for running for the election and for the candidate and so on and so forth. That was your show, Face to Face. And please keep watching your news on Presenza.com and hope to hear from you very soon. And please keep up subscribing on YouTube and Facebook and follow us. Thank you so much.